Canvas is a technique for rendering two-dimensional graphics in web browsers. It allows sites to use JavaScript technologies to generate images of 2D shapes or text. This feature can be useful for several use cases, such as generating avatar images automatically, but most often, this is used for browser fingerprinting. Due to the diverse configurations of desktop PCs and mobile devices, the same HTML canvas image can be rendered differently. This is happening because it's not clearly defined how computers should render complex shapes and color gradients. Although the rendered images may appear similar to human eyes, there can be a few differences if we check every pixel one by one. Even if we're talking about very small images containing just a random number, which is used by Akamai's protection system. The difference between the results will be more visible if the configuration of the machines that rendered the image are very divergent. This canvas image is used by Google for browser fingerprinting purposes. The differences in results are more striking when it is rendered on different operating systems and browsers. Based on the hash generated from the rendered image, websites can get information about your PC. Let's see how it works. If two image hashes are distinct, they were created by different configurations. This is obvious. Several years ago, spoofing canvas with a method called noise was very popular. Anti-detect browsers can modify the rendered image. If they change the color of one single pixel of the image randomly, human eyes won't recognize the difference, but we'll get a very different canvas image hash. Websites are using machine learning algorithms to detect canvas fingerprint spoofing. This is why this technique isn't as effective anymore. We'll show you another solution. Websites using advanced browser fingerprinting systems have a database of hashes that show how canvas image is rendered on existing, real-world devices. Once canvas noise is applied to an image, the hash won't match any valid configuration. It will be 100% unique, and it will be obvious that spoofing is applied. Anti-detect vendors suggest you turn the canvas spoofing off, but this is still not the proper way to stay under the radar. That's why Kameleo developed intelligent canvas spoofing, which is a possible solution. Our team has analyzed thousands of canvas images used for browser fingerprinting. We have collected data from over 1 million websites. The results are clear. The main parameters that affect the canvas image hash are the operating system, browser, and GPU vendor. Version of the browser and model of the graphical card may also affect it. However, what we see is that a Windows 10 PC with the same GPU will generate the same canvas image hash with any version of any Chromium-based browser from the past year. As a result, the previously mentioned algorithms can determine the OS, browser, and GPU of the visitor, based only on the generated canvas image hash. These values must match the values read from the user agent and other parts of the browser fingerprint in order to prevent looking suspicious. When you want to run Mac OS Safari configurations on your Windows PC, you'll be suspicious, as the data derived from the canvas image hash does not match the user agent. You'll need to use different configurations if you want to do multi-accounting properly, because your virtual browser profiles should be different. They cannot be Windows with Chrome each time. So every time you use a virtual browser profile, the OS and browser and the user agent must match your PC's OS and your anti-detect browser's vendor. The Kameleo Intelligent Canvas Spoofing is the solution to canvas spoofing. After analyzing thousands of canvas images, we have developed a method that alters the operation of your HTML canvas, resulting in a non-unique but modified canvas image hash. This doesn't mean that each virtual browser profile you start will have a different canvas image hash, but it will trick the websites and the derived data will match your spoofed user agent. As you can see, once I start macOS with Safari on my Windows PC with our custom-built Chromium browser, the website still thinks I'm using macOS with Safari as my canvas is spoofed, but it is non-unique. Using Kameleo Intelligent Canvas Spoofing will be even more important when you run hundreds of profiles on Linux servers. This will prevent you from leaking the information that you run Windows and Mac-based virtual browser profiles on a Linux server. Websites will only see organic traffic from your accounts. Our cross-platform solution is coming soon. If you want to learn more about how to be anonymous on the internet, check out our other videos or click on the links in the description.